Yep. Good afternoon, everybody, or should I say good evening, and welcome to the Snake Pit here at Garfield Middle School here in Lakewood, Ohio, as the Cobras are hosting and opening up their regular season PAFL against the Falls Rapids. And I am joined here, well, technically by myself, but I have a good friend of mine, Nick Brashear, joining me today on behind the scenes. So thank you for that, Nick. Appreciate it very much. And we are here to get it started. As you see the Cobras coming out with the green smoke. It's going to be a barn burner as everyone is expecting to see what the Falls and the Cobras look like this year. It's going to be something to see. Both teams looking to add a championship or get a championship on their trophy case, so we'll see how that works out. Falls Rapids out of Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. And obviously the Cobras here in Cleveland. Cobras will receive this kickoff. Both teams had a great last week, or should I say a subpar last week in the eyes of the Rapids as they fell to the Detroit Ravens, got blanked. And the Cobras got their first win over Erie in such a long time. There's the opening whistle. Kicks away, and we are underway. It's fielded at the 5, trying to get some room. He's got some room. Breaks the tackle. He might be going to the house, and he is knocked out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line. Great return. And the Cobras will start with great field position. Tyree Knight doing a great job at the return, showing some speed even though he got knocked out of bounds. The defender had an angle on him. First and 10, Cobras, ball spotted at the 20. That is TJ Johnson. Yep, that is Johnson at the quarterback, directing traffic. Sends a man in motion. 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Johnson hands it off. He's got some room, but he is mobbed immediately. And he'll lose 1 or 2 on that. It'll bring up second down. Second and 12. Johnson in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Top of your screen. One on one at the bottom. Might want to keep an eye on that. Johnson takes a snap, hands it off. No, he fakes it. Tries to go up the middle, and he is going to be brought down. And that will bring up third down as he loses 4 more, possibly. We'll see how they spot it. And that'll bring up third down in about, looks like 14, because he loses 2 more, thankfully. It wasn't much more. Cobras don't want to mess this up.
Player for 2025, Johnson in the shotgun.
Johnson takes the snap, drops back to pass. He looks, throws it deep. It's got almost intercepted. The defender didn't keep his eyes up. If he keeps his eyes up, he's actually running the other way, and that'll bring up fourth down. Had a score update on Crosstown on the south side of Cleveland. Cleveland Rams leading the Ohio Broncos 14-6 in the fourth quarter. It's an early matinee game for us. Four wide receivers, 2 to each side. Johnson directing traffic, trying to make sure they got the right play. Johnson takes a snap, drops back, he looks, throws it deep, got a man open, it is caught! Is he in? They're going to call him out at the 1. And it'll make it first and goal. Great throw by Johnson, the left-hander. Cobras not used to having left-handed quarterbacks. But nevertheless, they get it done. First and goal, Cobras. Ball spotted at the 1. Johnson. Johnson takes a snap, hands it off. No, Tech calls his own number. Can he get in? He does! Touchdown! Cobras. Cobras strike first. And they are on the board. Matt Wise came up with the catch. And then TJ calls his own number and gets in. And they're going to move it back, as we all know, at the snake pit to the other side of the field as to not hit the neighbors. This is a normal thing here at the snake pit. Quiet little stadium in the middle of the neighborhood. Literally on the other side of the tracks. That is number 42. Jeff Cooprider on to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. So early on in the first quarter, Cobras lead 7-0. And we have another score update as the Rams now lead the Broncos 20-6. And what we thought would have been a sort of a shootout between both teams, but unfortunately, the Rams defense has showed why they are looking to add another trophy to the case. Got a packed booth tonight as our brothers from Western Reserve Radio and our 330 chapter of the 216 Sports Network, the Straw Brothers from the Straw Brothers Sports Show here today. And thank you guys at home for watching. So Coop Rider set to kick off. Kicks away. It's deep. It's fielded inside the 15. He's got some room. Gets up to the 35. Still on his feet. They're pushing the pile. And that is where he'll be brought down. And that is where the Rapids will start their first drive of this game. 1st and 10. Jordan Jones, the projected starter for the Rapids. For those watching at home, Cobras in their black uniforms, green numbers, black helmets with the Cobra C on the side. The Rapids in their red jerseys, white pants, and white helmets. I kind of like the gold trim on the Rapids uniforms. This is something new. You don't see that every day. Not a lot of teams out there mixing the red and gold combinations. 1st and 10, 3 wide receivers. Wishbone formation for the Rapids. Jones takes the snap, fakes the handoff, tosses it. Monte Taylor on the run. Good to see Monte still got the strength to pull it off. Monte, a veteran at this level. He gets about, he actually loses 2 yards. Give him 3, so it'll be 2nd down. Actually, not at the chains are set. He gets 3 on the play, so it's 2nd down and 7. Jones in the shotgun. Makeshift wishbone formation. Takes the snap, hands it off. He gets maybe 1 on that play. That is number, looks like 7. So that is Elijah Bracey. They give him 2, so it'll be 3rd down and 5. Cobras did very well last week getting his stops against Erie. Erie known for their running attack. 3rd down and 5. Jones takes a snap, drops back to pass. He looks. Being flushed out of the pocket. He gets away. He's grabbed, breaks a tackle, makes a couple moves, and then finally brought down just shy of the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. About 1 or 2, depending on the referee's spot. So they're going to say 4th down and 2. And the Cobras get a stop.
Looking like, just as the Cobras did, the Rapids are 4th down as well. Like, much more manageable on that.
Both teams looking to make a statement, especially after there was some jawing after the Ravens game last week at the University of Akron. 4th down and 2. Jones in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. He gets the 1st down. He blows away. You might not catch him. Touchdown, Rapids. And a former Cobra, Emmett Calhoun, Turns on the Jets and gets into the end zone.
This into the end zone.
I think that one might have been personal.
I don't know if he even touched. Anyone touched on that play? No, he ran right up the middle.
Calhoun known for his speed, as he has been one to get 95 yards for a touchdown as a Cobra. As we await the extra point. Rhodes Jr. on the kick, snaps away. Kick is up. And it's good. And then we have a tie game early in this first quarter with 9 minutes to go. Gotta say, this Rapids team has been impressive in the preseason. And now, as we sit here and watch the regular season, say they're ready for football. Rapids in their inaugural season. Rhodes Jr. on the kick. Kicks away. It's deep. It's going to take a bounce and field it at the 10. And this might be, he can beat the kicker. And he just gets caught. Rhodes Jr. saving himself a long trip to the sideline as he stops a touchdown. Coverage breakdown. First and 10 Cobras. Safe to say both teams are looking to show one another up. And we do apologize that this one is not on our YouTube channel, as we had some login issues from another computer, so we do apologize, but we do like to thank Nick Brashear for helping us out. First and 10 Cobras. Johnson looks to throw. He might want to get rid of it. He does. And it takes a bounce off the turf, incomplete. It will bring up second down. Intended for Thompson, but a little low. It'll bring up second down. Final update here at Progressive Field as the Guardians come back and beat the Angels 7-5. Second down. Johnson sends a running back, now a receiver. A little movement, and there is a flag on the play. Looks like it'll be an offsides against the Rapids, and they'll bring up second and 5. Cobras going to slow the game down coming out of the huddle. Johnson with 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Johnson drops back. He looks, throws it deep. Got another man open. Knocked away. And there is a flag on the play. But Johnson had him. All he had to do was just throw it over. And it's holding against the Cobras as far as the flag is concerned. Bring them back 10 yards, and it'll be a 3rd and long now. Third and 20. 5 wide receivers. Well, excuse me, 4. It's a lineman's head in the way. Johnson. Still 2nd and 20, excuse me. Johnson under pressure. He gets out of it. Might want to get rid of it. He does. It is caught by Wise. Wise with a great catch to help out Johnson. And another update across town. Stefanski Stadium. Rams up 26-6 over the Broncos. Rams making an early statement here in the PAFL. Two wide receivers to each side. Johnson now making it an empty set. 3rd and 14. Cobras receivers getting on the same page. Johnson looks. Now making it an empty set. Throws. He's got a man, but it's short arm. And it's low to Johnson. Excuse me, that's D'Angelo Thompson. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Rapids get their first stop of the game. Johnson looks. Looks like the Cobras are making their first punt. They didn't punt too often in the preseason. That'll bring up 4th down. The Rapids get their first stop of the game. Looks like the Rapids traveled very well to this game. Rosters and size for the PFL is about 60 to 65. Looks like they got a good 50. 45 to 50. Cobras are going to punt. And a low snap, and he's going to call him down. And that'll give the Rapids great field position. As we are in modified, I believe it's modified college rules, but we are seeing a flag on the far side of the field by the Rapids sideline. So it looks like it'll be a repeat for 4th down. But it is modified college rule. It'll be against the Rapids, so they'll move it back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th and about 9. Better snap. Kicks away. Going to take a directional bounce. Going to bounce at the 10. He picks it up. He muffs it. And he's dragged out of bounds at the 10. He was better off just leaving that one alone. Now, here we go for the Rapids. He's going to get yelled at halftime about that one. First and 10 Cobras. Excuse me, Rapids. Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. Jones in the shotgun. Got a man in motion. Takes a snap. Throws a screen. It's Calhoun fumbles the ball. It's a scramble. Who has it? Ref's going to say second down. Calhoun was able to get back on it after taking the hit and fumbling. As we look at our replay screen, it was a great hit. Bring up second down and about 6. Calhoun's going to want to hold on to the next one. Rapids putting the ball and establishing the run using Calhoun early. Second and 6. Jones in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Calhoun. Calhoun up the middle. Still on his feet and then finally brought down close to the first down. He actually gets the first down. Calhoun. Showing why the Rapids are one of the teams to talk about early in this season. And we have a final from the south side of town at Stefanski Stadium. The Rams take a big step towards the PAFL championship, and they win. They defeat the Broncos 26-6. Double pass, and he is met at the line. No gain, and that is looks like number 12. Excuse me, 13. Mari Mitchell on that one. That'll bring up second down and 11. Jones takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's looking, throws deep, got him, man. Almost intercepted, but both Cobra players couldn't decide on who wanted it. It actually saves Jones because if one Cobra player intercepts that and the other one's the lead blocker, we might have saw a pick 6. That'll bring up third down as the receiver fell. Two minutes to go, 150 and counting. Third down and 11. Looks like both teams have settled in defensively. Jones drops back, looks, he's under pressure. He might want to get rid of it. He's hit, and there's a sack. That is, looks like number 12. And if that's who I think it is, that's Little John. Little John had the hit of the week last week, knocking off someone's head, literally, against Erie. And it will be the Rapids' turn to punt.
Yeah, I think that honestly makes a lot of sense. Two teams fired up. They wanted to put the effect on the side. Now that we're early into this game, running to the end of the first quarter, we're in the middle left. You're starting to kind of get comfortable defensively. You're starting to see
That is.
And now it's the
And there's a whistle. There's a delay of game against the Rapids, so that'll push the Rapids back. As Rhodes Jr. set to punt this one away. Hold on 1 second. Snaps away. There's the punt. It's high, very high and short. And that is where it will die, and that's where the Cobras will have great field position. 1st and 10. And that'll actually do it for the first quarter as the Cobras and Rapids are tied 7-0. Great turnout here at the Snake Pit, both Rapids and Cobras fans alike. So the ball will be spotted at the Rapids 30, 1st and 10. Johnson in the shotgun. And also, good face to see Rico McGee of the Rulers Minute. Johnson takes a snap. Hands it. Daddy fumbles the ball and it goes into a Rapid player's hands. And the Rapids get the first turnover of the game. Not what the Rapids, not the way the Cobras wanted to start that drive, but that's football. And they will take over 1st and 10 on their own. Looks like their own 30. As soon as 35, excuse me, they're 25. As Malik Gaddy couldn't hold on to the ball. So Jones gets a second chance. 1st and 10, ball on the 25. 3 wide receivers for Jones. Jones takes the snap, throws it deep, got a man. It is dropped. That was intended. Looks like that is number 84. Darwin Filey the second. So Filey's going to be doing some push-ups at practice, dropping an easy touchdown, or what could have been a touchdown. 2nd down and 10. Jones sends it. And flags on the play. False start against the Rapids. That'll back them up. 2nd down and 15. Jones takes the snap, low snap, drops back, throws a deep pass again. He's got another one. This one looks like it's intercepted. At the 44-yard line. They're going to give it to the Rapids, and it's going to be a 1st down. It looked like the Cobras player intercepted that. But dual possession always goes to the receiver. Dual possession always goes to the receiver. So if Rapids catch a break, looked like an interception from where we were, but it was a great battle as you see both players high-five each other. So 1st and 10 Rapids. Little confusion on the formation. Calhoun stretches out to the wide. 4 wide receivers for Jones. Jones drops back, throws a swing pass. He's got some room. Gets hit and then falls out of bounds, and that'll bring up second down and about 2. There's a timeout called by the Cobras. I believe they'll be their first. Still tied up at 7. They give both teams after the timeout. This might actually be a chess match for both coaches. As again, this is one of those games where everybody knows everybody. So 2nd and 2. Jones takes the snap. Fumbles. Jones gets the fumble, but he is mobbed under by a host of Cobras. And that brings up 3rd down. 3rd down and 9, as he lost 8 on the play. You hear the defense chants from the Cobra sideline. 3rd and 9. Jones, inverted pistol. Takes the snap, drops back. He looks, throws it over the middle. Contact and a flag. They tripped over each other's feet, but they're going to call that contact. And it'll be against the Cobras. DB trying to plead his case, but they're not going to hear it. Looks like the refs are calling this one right down the middle. It'll be a free first down for the Rapids. It was holding against the defense, or defensive holding against the DB on that side. I can't see. It looks like that was number 2. If that's number 2, that would be DeAndre Black. So 1st and 10, ball spotted on the Cobras. 45. Jones takes a snap. There's a flag on the play. Looks like there's going to be holding against the Rapids, and it is confirmed holding against the Rapids. So a hold against the Cobras and a hold against the Rapids, and I think this one will even out that set. Opening weekend here in the PAFL and most of football in Ohio for the summer. Calhoun and Jones in the backfield. Inverted pistol. Jones drops back, throws it deep. Got a man. This one's knocked away. Black making up for the dual possession that he should have came down with. And this will bring up second down. Second down. Taylor and Jones. Jones drops back. Throws a swing pass. It's caught by Taylor. Taylor does not get through. And that is a great tackle by the linebacker over there. As soon as we get a number, looks like that is number 21. That will be Vincent Taylor. Actually, Tamir Stevens. I apologize. So Stevens gets the tackle on that one. Saves it. Makes a great play. Third down and long for the Rapids. Johnson drops back. He's under pressure. Throws it deep. Got a man. And it's through his hands. Flag on the play. If it's in the backfield of the offense, it's got to be holding. And it is against the Rapids. And that'll bring up fourth down as the Cobras decline the penalty. The Cobras get another stop. And the Rapids are going to punt. Cool Rider. Excuse me, Rhodes Jr. Cool Rider is the Cobras kicker. So Rhodes Jr. on the punt. It's a luxury to have a kicker at this level. Not a lot of teams do. High punt, drops. And that is where the Cobras will take over, as that is the other 21, Tamir Stevens. Might have been Vincent Taylor. Too many multiple numbers for me to count. But that is where the Cobras will take over, first and 10. Still deadlocked at 7-7 with 8:24 to go here in the second quarter. First and 10. New quarterback in. As Johnson is setting down. Johnson actually the running back on that play, but he goes down. We'll bring up second down. So second down and 11. Second down, 4 wide receivers. Takes a snap, drops back, throws it deep. Got a man! Knocked away at the last minute as Matt Wise was streaking down the sideline. And Deshaun Fielding knocks that away at the last minute.
7:20 here of the first half.
Third down and 11. Three wide receivers to the top, one at the bottom. Mitchell under pressure. He's going to be short of the first down, but it is a manageable fourth down should the Cobras decide to go for it. Cobras will actually punt, so this will be a fourth down. Cool Rider. Set the kick. Excuse me, Coop Rider. Apologize. Kicks away. Great kick. It's caught. And it's fielded. Flag on the play. Ball's loose. Do the Cobras get it? Cobras say they have it. And they do. So it's a flag on the play, several flags on the play, and a turnover. So we'll see how we can manage through all the chaos. And Cleveland retains possession with great field position. First and 10.
Special teams turnover for Cleveland. The Cobras on the rapid side of the field. Head coach Adam Rogerson.
Another game of the week that we were told about earlier this week is the Detroit Ravens taking a trip out to Racine. And we will get you that score update as soon as we can. Both teams prestigious and known for winning championships. And as the Raiders have been around since the 1940s, and the Ravens since 2004 or 5. Both teams no strangers to Ohio. First and 10 Cobras. Ball spotted on the Rapids. 46. 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go before halftime. Mitchell in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws it short. It is caught. To D'Angelo Thompson. Actually, that might be the number 21 we were looking for. And that would be the Vincent Taylor we were talking about. Vincent, wide receiver. Tamir Stevens, defensive player. So Mitchell, back in the shotgun again. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Under pressure, might want to get away. Makes a move, gets the first down, still on his feet, breaks a tackle at the 20-yard line. First down, Cobras. Mitchell showing some shades of a young David Slap Thompson.
Clock continues to run. 4.5 minutes left in this first half. From Detroit Racine. Detroit, no score. Thompson, wide, the receiver to the left side. To the far side, in the slot. It'll be Johnson to the right of Cooney.
Mitchell, and there's a flag on the play. Several flags.
Start. I'll get against Cleveland. It'll be first and 15.
Cobras
Stop at 4-11.
play there, gets some kind of yard now. Negative yards once again, not due to play.
It'll back the Cobras up 5.
First official PAFL game. PAFL going dormant for several years. Brought back Commissioner Jermaine Campbell.
Second down and 15. Mitchell in the shotgun.
We're going to get another whistle.
Another whistle stoppage in the play.
Okay, so housekeeping, I guess. So we can get this play out. With the snap.
Mitchell
Shoulder fake out to the left. Steps up.
might want to get rid of it. He's under pressure. It hits Johnson, but he's brought down.
Second down.
Yeah, that's I'm trying to, because I'm not hearing OBS, I'm hearing the stream,
I'm hearing myself from the screen.
like way later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this. See if I cut that off, I'm not gonna hear it anymore.
No worries. So second down, and now it's about 20. Mitchell in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Rapids look like they're showing blitz.
He's taking his time here.
Mitchell directing traffic.
Some blocking adjustments up at the front.
Mitchell takes a snap,
Looks out to his
throws. It's just short of Thompson's arms. So now it's third down and 20. Can the Cobras convert? They got to keep this drive alive. They want to get in the end zone. They do still have 2 timeouts, but getting the first down is more important.
Receiver spot, third and 20. 2:29 left here. A little bit of a chill here. The sun starts to go down. We will head down to the 2-minute warning.
And actually, that will do it as the Cobras take it to the 2-minute warning. We will step aside and get quiet for a second and let everybody get their bearings together. Come back with the rest of the second half right after this. And we are back, and I apologize as we have a mix-up, so we corrected the mix-up. It's James Cooney at quarterback for the Cobras. Third and 20 for the Cobras.
Quarterback position now. TJ Johnson slid over to the running back position. Tough sit wise. Partnered together. That twins formation. Watch out for them. Catch. first proven touchdown. Yeah, 1 yard no run. They kicked 11:51. In the first quarter. A couple minutes later.
Cooney in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the bottom of your screen in a diamond formation. Cooney.
Johnson hit left under pressure.
Cooney looking for a horse collar, but there is a flag on the play. But Cooney looking for a horse collar. He won't get it, but there is still a flag on the play. Cooney trying to make a case. He said he got a horse collar, but the ref said it was all jersey. We'll let them see what this is discussed.
Holt would have come on the far side. Clock stops at 1:32 left in the first half. The snap around. Not even believe jersey. But the umpire. Near side official. Through the flag. Personal foul.
Offsetting penalties is personal foul against the Rapids, personal foul against the Cobras. 1:49 here to go, so it'll be a repeat third down.
Fourth down. Cleveland, 1:49 left. Third down.
Once again, and now we see a familiar Cobra veteran as Marvin Germany is on the side, on the field now. Cooney drops back, throws it deep, got a man. It's going to be Thompson, but it's incomplete as it goes out of bounds. It'll bring up fourth down and 20. And now what do we do if you're a Cobras player or a Cobras fan wanting to get in the end zone?
But Cleveland, well in the Rapids territory, going to sure go for this one.
And it looks like the Cobras are going to try to attempt a field goal. This will be about a 40-yard field goal. And the Rapids call a timeout, trying to conserve some time on the clock. And this is about the chess match we were talking about. So we will see what both coaches come up with. Do the Cobras really want to attempt a long field goal, or do they want to try to make a go at the end zone? And it looks like they're going to punt. Coop Rider out there. Looks like they're going to try to pin the Rapids deep in the shadow of their own end zone. Flag on a play, a delay a game, which is a smart move by the Cobras. Give themselves a little bit more room, make the punt, and try to pin the Rapids deep. So here we go, fourth down and 25. Coop Rider takes the snap, punts away. And there is a flag on the play. He's going to roll inside the 20, and that will be it. But we will see what the flag is about. roughing the kicker, and that is an automatic first down. I can't imagine why the Rapids would go after that. However, it leads to the penalty, and it gives the Cobras a first down.
All tied up at 7. Scoring coming on the first possession by 10. Back and forth.
And the ball is going to be spotted at the Rapids 20. Great way to get the penalty as Coop Rider stuck it out.
First and 10 for Cleveland.
First and 10. Ball at the Rapids 20. Cooney in the shotgun with Johnson. 4 wide receivers. Takes the snap, drops back, throws over the middle. It is caught at the 5. Tufts with the reception. And the Cobras are in business. Johnson had a 1-yard touchdown run earlier in the game to put the Cobras ahead, but that was short-lived as Emmett Calhoun broke off a big run to tie the game. First and goal at the 5. Cooney, Johnson in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it up to Johnson. Johnson tries to bowl his way through, but is mobbed. And that'll be second and goal. 47 seconds left to go. And the Rapids call another timeout. I believe they have one left. Quick Cobras trivia for you guys while we have the timeout. What year, actually, what year did the Cobras have the largest margin of victory and score the most points in a single game? We'll be back with that after this play.
47 seconds left here in the first half.
Cooney in the shotgun. Second down and goal. Takes the snap, drops back. He's under pressure. He might want to get rid of it. He does, and it's incomplete. Luckily for Cooney. They'll bring up third and goal. And the answer to that Cobras trivia question of the largest margin of victory and most points scored in a game, it goes to the 2007 Cobras as they shut out the Lenawee County Crusaders 94-0 at John Marshall High School. That was a home game for the Cobras back then. Third and goal. We got an update from Racine as the Ravens are up 7-0 over the Raiders.
Single receiver out to the far side. Receivers to the left.
A PFA matchup.
Tough.
Johnson and Cooney in the backfield.
41 seconds left. Clock stop.
Cooney
Get out to his left.
under pressure. He runs. He's got some room. He is in. Touchdown. Cobras. And Cooney gets the Cobras in the end zone. Flushed him out of the pocket. He called his own number after that. And this one should be a chip shot for Cooper Ryder. And this might be a shift in momentum as the Cobras get some points before halftime. So we'll see what halftime adjustments the Rapids make. Snap. Kick. And it is good. And it'll head in the street behind the field, but is easily accessible to go get the ball. So with that, with 33 seconds to go here before halftime, the Cobras take a 14-7 lead. Before halftime, this is going to be something you guys are going to want to watch. As don't be fooled by the Rapids being a new team. They have the ability to score and score quickly. This is going to be an interesting second half. And I'm curious to see what the Rapids and Cobras coaches do to try to offset each other.
That is the best bring back.
seconds left in the first half. This one off. Cobras with a 14-7 lead. Calhoun for the Rapids.
Calhoun, one of the returners for the Rapids. Hoop Rider kicks it away.
To the left, picked up 17-yard line. Fought out to the 20-25.
Another flag in the. It's a great return. He's still on his feet. Breaks a tackle. He's going to get pushed out of bounds, but again, flag on the play as we saw the block in the back. But Smith on the return, but again, block in the back negates that. And they're going to mark this off. And 23 seconds is what the Rapids will have to work with.
20-yard line. First and 10 for the Rapids. 23 seconds left here. First and 10. Cobras with 14-7 lead. Rico. Wells.
Cobras defense is ready and willing to make some hits. Jones in at quarterback. Jones takes a snap, throws, incomplete. And there are several Cobras in the area, but no one there able to get to it. We'll bring up second down and 10 with 19 seconds to go. Jones. Hit from behind and sacked. And that just might do it for the first half. And that is going to be it for the first half as the Cobras take a 14-7 lead in the halftime. We will be back with the second half in just a few moments. And we are back with the start of the third quarter. Cobras will be kicking off to the Rapids. Cooney and Johnson with touchdown runs for the Cobras, and Emmett Calhoun with a big burst run for the Rapids is where we are at 14-7. This is a new thing as we are seeing the Rapids kick off again. I've only seen this one other time, and it was a game I actually participated in as the Cobras had faced the Lenawee County Crusaders, the same Crusaders I was talking about on our trivia. Here we go with the Rapids kicking back to the Cobras. It'll be Rhodes kicking off. Kicks away. And it is a line drive.
25, 30. The spin will be brought down near the 34-yard line.
It'll be brought down at the 34, 35-yard line. And that is Stevens on the return. And this is where the Cobras will start their drive for the first part of the third quarter. 1st and 10. Yeah, score update from Racine as the Ravens from Detroit are still up on the Racine Raiders. 7-0 in the second quarter. Cooney and Johnson in the backfield. Wise at the bottom of your screen. Low snap goes through Cooney's hands. He falls on it. And down into 15, inside the 15. Now it'll be a second and forever. Second down and 30. Cooney, Johnson. 4 wide receivers for the Cobras. Intercepted! He's brought down inside the 10 to the 5. Anthony Spooney on the interception. We did not see him on our screen. And now we may have a situation where the Cobras defense is put in a position that they don't want to be in. Jones and the Rapids threatening to score 1st and goal. Spooney was trying hard to get into the end zone. Three wide receivers for Jones, 2 backs. Jones takes the snap, fakes the handoff, goes up the middle. Can't push the pile. And he's finally brought down inside the 5, maybe at the 5. They're going to say he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. But that was it. So to bring up 2nd and goal. I'm guessing Cooney wants that one back. He did not see Spooney with the bait. Hands it off. Monte Taylor is in. Touchdown. And we have a potential tie game pending the extra point as the Rapids and Monte Taylor get in the end zone. And it looks like those halftime adjustments have worked for the Rapids so far. It looks like we're going to go to the other side and wait for the extra point. Again, Spooney with the interception brought this to a tie game potentially.
Heroic action from Detroit. Racine still trailing. Detroit with the score of 7-0. Somebody wants to correct me. Maybe currently the oldest franchise in the country. I get the thumbs up on it, Theo. I know it's not the Western Reserve Schools. And Rhodes now for the extra point.
Rhodes snaps away.
Kick is up.
Kick is up.
It's good.
And it hits the net, and it is good. And there's a flag on the play.
Here's the call. It was coming from the near sideline. So Mississippi get the call. Too many people on the field. Let's see if both sides are just trying to count them up.
And the flag is waved off. And we thought there were too many men on the field, but it's been confirmed the Cobras had 11. And the Rapids tie the game at 14 with 13:32 to go here in the third quarter. Was not expecting that quick of a momentum change.
No, I think that's like obviously you're not going to go from 14 to 7 I'm sure they made some tweaks, made some fine adjustments, made sure they knew the game plan because this team is solid enough that if they follow the game plan, they are going to keep in this game.
Rhodes kicks away. This one bounces. And it goes out of bounds. And there's a flag. Illegal procedure.
And unfortunate
Nothing but hugs.
just got extended inbounds for the other.
The ball will be spotted, I believe, at the 35. If memory serves me right, haven't seen too many illegal procedure penalties this year. And the ball is spotted at the 35. Four wide receivers for the Cobras. Johnson back in at quarterback. Johnson hands it off. Dominic Klotman on the run. Good to see Klotman getting the ball back in his hands. That'll bring up second down and 8. The Cobras in a hurry up. Cobras getting the play from the sideline.
Play clock. Back check. Get a whistle.
And there's a ref stoppage. There's a flag on the play.
Too many men on the field.
Going to assume it is a personal foul, but we don't know what. So second down and about 2. Johnson, screen pass. Thompson makes a move, but he will get the first down after being brought down quickly. Cobras get the first down. This is one of those games, folks. We told you it's either going to be a shootout or somebody's going to have to win it grinding their teeth out. Looks like we're going to grind our teeth. Johnson in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. First and 10. Ball spotted on their own 41. And there's a flag. False movement. False start against the Cobras. Ref was looking for that one. It'll be first and 15. There's this.
Absolutely correct. I think this is going to be not so great to fill in for everyone, but there's still a need they can come back.
Johnson takes a snap, drops back, throws. It's low and incomplete. That'll be second down.
Right now, being a second or third and long situation is exactly what we want from them to be. Because this is where absolutely good stuff. Now you have time to go behind some pressure. You're trying to make quarterback make mistakes. Throw all out on you shouldn't. You can switch the field over early and seeing
Second down.
teams like that get
Johnson.
involved in early play.
Germany on the field once again. Throws. Got a man. Intercepted. So both quarterbacks for the Cobras now throwing interceptions. The only bad thing for the Rapids is this is in the shadow of their own end zone inside the 20.
Right now,
And the Rapids leading the turnover battle.
you have to make a big play. You have to try to get the ball downfield. And
And that DB played center field,
take advantage of that.
or essentially right field.
Right. And now this offense can get moving again and potentially take the lead. Before wide receiver.
So this is going to be marked inside the 20 at the 17.
Wide receiver.
Can Jones lead the Rapids down the field again? Or can the Cobras get the turnover back? Jones. Oh, flags on the play, offsides against the Cobras.
First and 5 for the Rapids. 10:24 left here.
It'll be first and 5. As you can see on our screen, deadlocked at 14 in the third quarter, 10:22 and counting.
Moving these guys back seems like they're going to make the same.
Jones under pressure, throws it short, almost intercepted. Calhoun couldn't hold on.
It seems like he was in between two lines of
It
defenders.
looks like Calhoun.
And at that point, you got to step up and run. You have to make it shoot because he was lucky there.
get a correct number on that one. And it does look like that was Calhoun it was intended for. Second down. Jones hands it off to Calhoun. Calhoun bounce off some tackles and then brought down, but not until he gets the first down. Calhoun, a Collinwood alumni. Thank you guys at home for watching. First and 10. Calhoun in the backfield with Jones. 3 wide receivers, 2 backs. Sends a man in motion. Wide receiver reverse, and he is yanked down by number 41. Ambrose Picorni. Making a name for himself so far. Great tackle. Update between Racine and Detroit. Racine is behind 14-0. The Ravens making a statement. Not a lot of teams are able to beat the Raiders. Jones takes the snap, pitches it. Got some room. Can he make it? No, he does not get anywhere, even with Calhoun as a lead blocker. So it'll be third down. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. That's it. So it'll be third down and 10. Jones takes it, looks. He gets sacked again. It's Cobras defense showing up. And he loses about 3 on the sack as he tried to scoot up in the pocket. But it's still going to be fourth down, and the Rapids are going to have to punt this one away. Rapids. Low snap. This is a bad shank punt, and the Cobras are going to have great field position in plus territory, but can they do anything with it will be the question. First and 10 Cobras. Ball spotted at the Rapids 35. Now Cooney back at quarterback. Again, both quarterbacks for the Cobras have thrown interceptions. He's a man in motion. Cooney throws the out route. Caught and fumbled. They're going to say a catch and a fumble. And this is going back to the Rapids. He did make a football move, but unfortunately he didn't hold on to the ball. Again, this is stalemate as we are tied at 14. Somebody's got to score if they want to win this game. We've never seen the Rapids in overtime. We have seen the Cobras in overtime in the past, but we'll see. First and 10 Rapids, ball on their own 35. Jones hands it off. Calhoun not going anywhere. That'll bring up second down. Update. Racine finally on the board, but the Ravens still lead 14-7. This was outside of this game. This was the Racine Detroit game was the second biggest game on everybody's calendar today. And false start against the Rapids as number 52 got a little happy. And those feet started moving, the flag was out. It'll be second and about 17. Jones pitches it. Tries to cut back, but he is mobbed and brought down. And that'll bring up third down. He gets 4, but that's it. Still third and long. Do the Rapids have a play in their playbook? Have not seen the Rapids throw the ball often this third quarter. Third down and 13. Screen pass. Makes a cut, and that is Calhoun, and he doesn't go anywhere, and it's going to be fourth down. Now it's a matter of who wants it more as this third quarter is winding down, 3:25 and counting. Rhodes takes the snap, punts away. It's a nice, better punt this time. He's fielded, and then he is dropped immediately. Looks like Stevens on that one catches the ball, but he gets hit immediately. And that is where the Cobras will start this drive, 1st and 10. The ball will be marked at their own 30. All right, here we go. Cooney back in the shotgun with Johnson. 1st and 10 Cobras. Cooney drops back, looks. It was intended for Johnson, but tipped at the line. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10. Cobras got to put something together if they want to get back in the end zone. Had no problems with it earlier as Cooney ran one in before halftime. Both touchdowns coming from both Cooney and Johnson for the Cobras. Four wide receivers for Cooney. Now 3. Cooney. Cooney throws a stiff arm and then slides down. Smart move by Cooney. Cooney. It'll be 3rd and inches. As if he would have dove head first, he might have got the 1st down. Actually, they're going to give it to him. That is a generous spot if I've ever seen one. First and 10 Cobras. Cooney, Johnson in the backfield. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Cooney brought down from behind. That is number 2, Taylor on the tackle. .48 seconds to go before the 4th quarter. Cooney in the shotgun. Here we go. 4 wide receivers. Cooney takes the snap, drops back to pass. He is under pressure, gets out of it, but he is hit and brought down immediately as soon as he breaks the line of scrimmage, and that'll be 4th down. Well, that'll bring up 3rd down. And there is an injured Rapids player on the field. So we will let them check on that injured player, and we will keep it right here on the Big L in the middle of the field. And we hope the player is okay. And the player does jog it off, and the clock will continue to run. And that will probably do it for the 3rd quarter as 10 seconds are in left. We'll switch sides of the field. Very back with the 4th and final quarter. Back with fourth and final quarter here from the Snake Pit at Garfield Middle School here in Lakewood, Ohio. Cobras 3rd down and 11. Cooney in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. Johnson as the back. Cooney looking for a pass. He throws across the middle. That hits the turf and is called incomplete. But there is a flag on the play.
Have another penalty.
It is a hold.
They're going to say incomplete pass.
It is 4th down as a hold against the Cobras.
Ball plays back again at the 39-yard line. Brad can come in and punt this one away.
On the Rapids, I do think that as soon as you get the ball, you have to put pressure on the Cobras.
And the Cobras are going to punt.
Or across the field. Make them make a play against you because it seems like not sometimes they are slowly or kick-firing you down. You're not making a lot of people miss. I think you have to switch it up a little bit. Start pounding the run game. Start making them make tackles. Because right now, I think you're going to lose the
Low snap. Fumbled. Cobras recover, but it's not going to matter. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know what?
Cobras have to do something about these low snaps on the punts.
Now they're coming back around.
But again,
Maybe
Cobras recover, but it's not going to matter as it is turnover on downs.
First and 10 for the Rapids at the Cleveland 27-yard line. 14:02 left.
Next week, Cobras will be headed to St. Thomas Aquinas. I had to get my facts straight. St. Thomas Aquinas down in Louisville, Ohio, as they play the Broncos. We were just there to watch the Canton Hurricanes play the Lima Warriors a couple weeks ago. Calhoun, one of the backs in the backfield. Jones. First and 10 Rapids. Calhoun now a running back. Sends a man in motion. Jones gets some room. Upended.
25-yard line. He may be given the 24.
And that tackle made by number 7.
2:50 left here in the game.
Nico St. Clair. So St. Clair not giving up a lot on that play, making a great open field tackle. 2nd down for the Rapids.
Bad punt. For the bad snap. Calhoun behind him. Wing to the right.
Jones.
Calhoun.
Calhoun up the middle. He gets done, knocked down. And Taylor handing off the ball.
For the assist.
take control of the game.
15
Take
left in
control
the
of the
game.
clock. You're getting 3 or 4 yards per carry. Grind out these first downs. Hopefully 7. If not,
Opening game for both teams.
Calhoun behind him.
Calhoun
Calhoun this time trying to
gets the outside. He is hit, swung down as Littlejohn.
22-yard line.
Littlejohn makes contact and just throws Calhoun out of bounds. Again, some of these players for both teams, no strangers to each other. It is 4th down, and the Rapids are going to go for a field goal. This will be looks like a 30-something yard field goal. 38 yards to be exact.
22 left here in the game.
12, 19, and counting.
Field goal team. Second count.
And there's a flag on a play. Illegal substitution against the Rapids. Not a time to have that kind of penalty. So now 38 turns into 40. As this will now be a 43-yard field goal, and it looks like the Rapids are going to call a timeout.
Going to take a timeout. 12:10 left here in the game. Timeout, unfortunately, was going to decide for a timeout.
Both coaches for both squads looking for that chess move that's going to end the game.
Yeah, that's an absolute brutal Chelsea and unrespectful. I still think Bobby has the range for it, but that definitely makes and much tougher.
And a lot of times you would think with the kickers getting improved over the years that a 43-yard field goal would not be a problem, but at this level, kickers are a hidden gem. If you have blessed to have a kicker, you have added points to your score per game, but we'll see. Taylor on the hold. Rhodes on the kick.
12:10 left here in the game. Rhodes.
Snap.
Set at the 33-yard line.
It's
Snap.
faked.
Run to the far side.
Monte fumbles the ball. Knocked in the air. And Rhodes is going to be crunched.
Cobras will take over first and 10.
And the Cobras catch a break, but a flag is on the field.
Dead ball. See what we see when Cobras take over. Now we have another flag on the far side.
And now it's getting chippy.
Both teams. Flag on the far side. Get the official to get the safety. 14-14 is your score. 12:01 left.
Refs are going to discuss this, so we'll see what this is going to turn into.
Dead ball personal foul against Cobras, one against the Rapids.
Personal foul against both teams, and the penalty's offset. So it remains Cobra's ball. Now, the Cobras have an opportunity to take the lead and possibly get the momentum back on their side.
Back further.
Yeah, that's a very, very tough a muff snap and then a fumble where even if he had picked it up and ran, he had all the daylight in the world on the right side.
Marcus, the 35-yard
And now, again, this defense is coming up big. But the good thing is
Historically, stranger things have happened at this stadium.
needs to come up big. You want it to be
Back in
big.
2011,
Time and it has.
Cobras were down to the Columbus War Eagles after a 102-yard punt return. And the Cobras end up winning on a game-winning field goal.
Thompson, single receiver to the near side. Back Johnson to his left. Receivers to the far side.
Cooney takes the snap, hands off to Johnson. Johnson tries to go, and he gets blasted. Gets knocked backwards. And he loses about 3 on that one. And there's a flag on the play.
Both teams have seen the flags against. Dead ball, personal foul against the Rapids.
Personal foul against the Rapids, and that'll give the Cobras a first down.
Should be enough for a Cobras first down. Head to the huddle.
No problem in celebrating, but celebrating with your own team, celebrating against
Again,
very
strange things have happened at this stadium, so we are no strangers to seeing that. Another play against the Predators where it was a last-minute field goal by the Predators. And it dinged off the upright in.
Foul, going in the shotgun.
First and 10 Cobras. Ball just outside of midfield.
Quick snap.
It's caught.
Caught on the Rapids side.
That is
Kicker is further to second and 7. Field strike.
can't get the number.
Kevin Tough.
Okay, that's Tufts. As our brothers over at Western Reserve helped us out with that spot. Ball spotted now on the Rapids 49. So Cobras now in plus territory.
Two receivers to each side.
2 wide receivers to each side. Johnson in the backfield with Cooney.
Quarterback.
Cooney drops back. He looks. He's under pressure. He throws it up. And it's going to be incomplete. Ref calls it incomplete as his arm was going forward. There is a flag on the play. And it looks like this is going against the Cobras. So it'll be second down and about 19. So second and 19 for the Cobras. Looney in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back. He's under pressure. He throws it short to Thompson. Thompson gets hit immediately. Mike Marshall on the tackle, and it'll bring up third down.
9:32 left here in the game. Clock ticking. Top 14. Mark the ball at the 15. Get forward to yard inside of the field.
Cobras got to get something put together.
Knight receiver to the far side. Wide. Andrew Thompson to the near side.
Cooney in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Third down and long.
54 left in the game.
Cooney throws it. It is caught, but he is hit immediately. I have to give the Rapids DBs credit and give them their flowers because they have made tackles on the spot. And there is a player down for the Cobras, so we will take a. You're going to help him up.
Clock will stop. I think this is
I don't think the Cobras are going to go for this one. You got to punt this one away just for the simple fact you don't want to give the Rapids free field position. So
14 is the score.
you're deadlocked at 14.
4 left here in the game.
This is the game we all expected.
Post up around his own 33-yard line. Looking for a better snap this time. Morris to deal with. Long snap. The last one was on this time tonight. Hill actually headed back in there now. How many we got? All right, so Hill's
Cobras finally get it situated.
Germany.
Better snap this time. Punts away.
Get away, and it's going to go over the head.
Muffs. Cobras can the Cobras fall? The Cobras fall on it after a muff punt. Cobra special teams comes through. They can't return it because it's a muff. They're going to mark the ball at the 12 where it was recovered. But again, it's not going to matter that Cobra's player was in the end zone because a muff you can't return unless he starts making a football move. So the ball will be spotted at the 12, but it'll be first and 10. First and 10 Cobras. And now Thompson is coming in at quarterback. We were told he was questionable. Looks like he wants to get the possible game-winning drive. Four wide receivers for Thompson. Plotman, the lone setback.
Clock stopped. 7:46 left in the game. That's a movement on the
And
right side.
movement.
Which side did you say?
They're going to say false start against the Cobras. It looked like the Rapids players jumped and forced him to move, but he is busted, so back him up 5. It'll be first down and 15.
15. 7:46 left in the game.
Thompson directing traffic. Thompson takes the snap, throws the screen. Johnson gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard past it. They're going to give him the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be second down and 10. Cobras can still get a first down inside the 5 at the 4. Who's got the charger on? Thompson still directing traffic.
Clock continues to roll. 7 minutes left in the game. 14-14 is your score.
Thompson has engineered some game-winning drives in the past. Rapids showing blitz.
Fires out. Cut. Inside. 10-yard line. 8.
As we said, Cobras pushing forward, but as I said earlier, Slap Thompson has engineered game-winning drives before. 2 against the Gladiators and 1 down in Portsmouth in back-to-back years. So he is no stranger to hurting the feelings of certain teams.
Even if you get a stop here, and they have a run defense where it's not supporting it, they're going to go for it.
Third down. Again, Cobras can still get a first down at the 4. And there's a timeout called by the Cobras.
6 left here. Fourth quarter. 14.
Again, that's that chess match we were talking about. Both teams trying to figure out each other. Because again, this is a chess match that's going to happen again in week 3 as the Cobras will travel down to the University of Akron at Infosys Stadium to see the Rapids. So you'll see the same team in back-to-back weeks, essentially. Cobras will go down to face the Broncos next week and then come back week 3 and have to go to Akron and face this same Rapids team.
Absolutely, but one thing we can think about, I think what you think about right now, third and 4 on our own 7-yard line, not even a stop. And that's exactly what you need to think about.
Thompson in the shotgun.
Far side. Thompson. Wide. To Thompson. Receivers to the right. They stop Thompson.
Sends Johnson in motion. Takes the snap.
Pass.
Throws it up.
Some contact. Well,
And it's out of bounds, and that'll incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down. And they're actually going to go for a field goal. This might be the thing that they need to get the momentum back on their side.
Would be the best idea, but we saw what the Rapids did. And getting it to
I have a feeling, though, the Rapids are going to sell out and try to block this one.
makes sense. However, if you are the Rapids, you know you want to block that kicker, you know you want to stop them and not overcommit to get the kicker. If the kicker calls a penalty that's a first down and that's even more points than the field goal, you just go for the field goal.
Update. Detroit Ravens up 20-7 over Racine in the third quarter. So both games having some surprises.
From the left half.
Coop Rider set to kick.
Good snap. And it's going to be dropped. Covered up by the left.
A bobble snap.
2-yard line.
Unbelievable.
14-14.
And it remains a tie game.
Opportunity to kick that one. We're going to get some whistles here.
Cobras had a chance to take the lead. And I think that the Rapids might feel like this is a momentum shift. Both teams having field goal issues. This is unbelievable. I can't say I've seen things like this happen. But again, I have said we have seen stranger things happen at this stadium.
Defense back on the field. Good job.
First and 10 Rapids in the shadow of their own end zone.
First and 10.
Jones
Calhoun in his rear. Receivers each side.
takes the snap, hands off to Calhoun. Calhoun got some room, breaks a tackle, gets close to a first down. And they are giving him the first down. So Calhoun starting off this drive very well. First and 10 Rapids. 4 wide receivers for Jones. Jones calls his own number. He will not get to the outside, and the clock will stay running. They bring up second down. Rapids have done very well on the ground this game. Hands off to Calhoun. Calhoun tries to get up the middle, but he is wrapped up. He'll get maybe a yard on that one. It'll bring up third down now. We are inside 4 minutes. Which team wants it more? I keep asking that because both teams started off hot. And once both teams got the message that it's real, it turned into a chess match that we knew was going to happen. We didn't think it was going to be this tough for both teams. Third down and 7. Jones in the shotgun. Jones takes the snap, drops back. Looks, throws. No. Was going to be complete, but knocked out of his hands. And that brings up fourth down. Now, if you're the Rapids, what do you do? Do you punt or do you try to go for it? Both teams have 2 timeouts, but you don't want to waste them here. As we approach 3 minutes. If this is an indication of what the PAFL season is going to look like for both teams, we're in for a treat. And if you're a football fan, this is what you want to see, competition at its finest. Snap, kicks away. It's a good kick. And he touches it at the 45. I don't think he meant to, but the Cobras have decent field position, and that is where they will start this potential game-winning drive. 2:35 to go before we either see a game-winning drive or possibly overtime.
Seems like a little bit of technical difficulties there, but we are back. The Cobras have the ball at the 45 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. A very, very close game towards the end of the fourth.
Clubs here today.
This is
Now, I got to admit, I was excited going into this game, but now this has turned into a nail biter for me as a football fan.
getting to a point where
I'm wondering who's going to make the next play.
make a play.
Receivers to the near side.
They're a team that makes
First and 10 Cobras, ball on their own 45. 4 wide receivers for Thompson. Rapid showing blitz. Thompson takes a snap, hands it off to Johnson. Johnson's got some room, gets up the middle, breaks a tackle, makes a move, and he's on plus territory at the Rapids 45. And that'll be a first down for the Cobras. Johnson showing quick feet.
rolls over, and one of the only ones tonight as this Cobra approach and really looking to put some points on them. But you're talking one of the worst times in Rapids today to start after 30 minutes of running it. Absolutely insane.
Doesn't look like they're going to get a playoff before the 2-minute warning. And this actually might be a possible good move because you save yourself a timeout. We will step aside for the 2-minute warning and be right back.
I was expecting. This is about the game I was expecting.
The issue is something happened.
I told you we've seen stranger shit happen here. Dude, 2000, I'm not making that up. 2007, they were playing the wild card game against War Eagles. War Eagles punt returner literally makes a 100-yard punt return, takes the lead. They win with the game-winning field goal. We ended up seeing it in the second round. We had a bye. We had a first round bye. So I'm not at this stadium. I don't put nothing past nobody.
Back after the 2-minute warning. Thompson, 4 wide receivers. Rapid showing blitz. Thompson takes the snap, drops back, throws it up. Got a man. Oh, out of bounds. He had an open receiver. He was under pressure, no excuse, because that could have been it. That could have been the game-winning touchdown.
Very, very lucky.
And this is only the first week of the season.
They were circling around him for about 20 seconds.
Second down and 10. And Thompson with his patent hard count. Draws the Rapids off sides. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This is a team that's known for
Johnson in the shotgun with Thompson.
Thompson. Quick pass out to the right side.
What is intercepted?
Out of bounds. Have the ball.
And that is number 3. Shamarquay Wright on the interception.
We're going to have a flag.
And there's a flag.
Rapids. It'll knock him back 15.
1:49 here to go, but both teams do still have 2 timeouts.
1:49 left in the game for Rapids. Opportunity to put this one away.
Well, I think you saw 2, 3, 4 players indicate to him to try and grab the ball. It was too late. Now,
It's going to be marked off. So now
all the way back at about the 25, which makes it he marked it and didn't take enough of the clock.
now another flag.
First and 10.
Or was that the referee's flag? The ball marked at the 30-yard line. The Rapids have a longer way to go. First and 10. Jones in a pistol formation.
Receivers to the right, receivers to the left.
Sends a man in motion. Fakes the handoff. He takes off. Makes a man miss, and then he's boom down. Clock still running.
Clock will continue to run. 1:34 left. 1:32. Right back to the line.
Hurry up offense for the Rapids.
Formation. Twin receivers to the right. Calhoun running back behind. Rapids signal.
Jones takes the snap, hands it off. He got some room. Stiff arming him, but brought down. They get the first down.
42-yard line. First and 10.
But there's a minute and 9.
9 left.
Chains need to be set before the clock starts.
Parker now. 60 seconds left in this game. Tied up at 14. Jones. Got some instructions to protect the wrist coach.
Jones directing traffic. Everybody looking at their wrist to get the play. Pistol formation. Here the defense chants outside. Jones drops back. Under pressure. Throws it across the middle. It is caught, but he's boomed it and stuck. And the Rapids call a timeout. There's some hitting going on late in the game. Rapids got some momentum. 33 seconds here to go. And the Rapids down to 1 timeout. Cobras still have 2.
Absolutely, and I know the running game is effective here in this. However, you not have the time unless you think that this one play is going to be a home run hit. But even then, I would strongly go towards getting the ball on the sideline, at least making a throw. Because worst comes to worst, try and save that timeout for now. Worst comes to worst, that ball hits the ground incomplete. Save yourself from that problem.
Back after the timeout. 33 seconds to go. Pistol formation for Jones. Jones drops back. Throws. Dropped and incomplete. It'll be second down and 10. Again, Rapids have 1 timeout left. Cobras still have 2.
To his far side.
Pistol formation again for the Rapids. Second down. Jones takes the snap, drops back, throws it deep. Got a man. Knocked away. He had two receivers in the area. Don't know what the confusion was. I think the better thing for the Rapids would be to try to get a first down and then either try to make a long field goal or take a shot at the end zone. You've got one timeout left. If you get the first down, you could probably take two shots at the end zone.
A very, very tough call. Do you try to get it to give your opponent time to get the lead, or do you concede
Or
and
might this be a play for overtime?
take the field goal?
Jones in the pistol formation. Takes the snap. Throws over the middle. Got a man wide open, but the ball falls short. Incomplete. That could have been a game-winning touchdown. And now 18 seconds to go. And it is fourth down. And it looks like the Rapids might punt.
Now for the special teams unit, keep to your lanes, keep to your markers, keep it in front of you, and make sure this isn't going to be a big play.
Rhodes set the punt. If you're the Cobras, you do not cause a penalty. Kicks away. It's a squibber. And it's touched on the Rapids player around the 35. They're going to say it's marked at the 34. With 13 seconds to go, two timeouts.
Better than running it back.
If you're the Cobras, I'm thinking you take a shot down the field. If not, you play for overtime.
Big, big mistake from the Cobras. Also, this Raptors defense check back in here. Realistically, if you're going to get everything done, you can.
Cobras still getting players on the field.
So,
Again, this is about the game we expected between both teams. And the Cobras call a timeout, so both teams now down to one timeout.
this thing into overtime. And it does look like the Cobras did have to wait that timeout to get the field goal in there, which is crucial for them as that could have been very, very important.
Look, I told y'all weird shit happens at the stadium. Y'all both had bobble snaps, really?
Oh, back after the timeout. Cobras possibly trying to draw something up. 13 seconds.
In the shotgun, Jane Johnson to his left, Peterson to the near side. Thompson to the far side.
Thompson takes the snap, throws,
Don't talk on this.
caught and bobbled and intercepted. Thompson tried to make an adjustment. The pass was there, but he couldn't hold on to it. With 9 seconds to go, Rapids have a chance. 9 seconds, one timeout. You have the ball in Cobras territory.
So yeah, move past the punch. Set a better position. Good idea you guys do today, but better than having a better defense. So Raptors looking to get the first stop. Now
Score coming into the second quarter. 13 seconds left. Quarterback.
So first and 10, Rapids. Ball spotted on the Cobras 45.
Score here in the second half. All right. 14-14 your score.
Again, we do apologize for not having a scoreboard today. But nevertheless, this has been an exciting game. Jones throws deep.
Downfield.
It is a flag. They're going to call pass interference. Doesn't look like the ball was catchable, but we can't argue it up here.
by the two officials here, literally this ball game.
Make that a question for Hall.
Set them up beautifully.
Hall.
This could possibly give the Rapids. What? But I just thought about this. This is not a spot foul. It's only 15 yards. So you have two options if you're the Rapids. You either go for a long field goal or take a shot at the end zone. I believe this is modified college rules. And Rhodes is in. It's going to be a 30-yard attempt. This could be the game. 2 seconds to go. Cobras call their final timeout. We're going to stick right here with this one. Trying to ice Rhodes.
I didn't like it, but you can't argue.
Is nothing short.
Hey, you know Ohio refs. Act like you don't know this. It's not a spot foul. It's 15 yards. This is modified college rules. It's 15 yards.
Back after the timeout.
2 seconds left here in the game.
2 seconds to go. Rhodes in this, make this a possible game-winning field goal. Snap, low, it's kicked. It's Rapids win. And the Rapids get the first win of the season. A game-winning field goal. 17-14 is the win for the Rapids. The Rapids upset the Cobras. That was a shocker and a very exciting game. The Rapids fall to 0-1, or the Rapids go to 1-0. Cobras fall to 0-1. But we will see the rematch in 2 weeks at Akron InfoCision Stadium, as the Rapids and Cobras will do it again one last time this season up until the playoffs. Next week, the Broncos host the Cobras, and we will see how that one turns out, as the Broncos were upset today, defeated by the Rams 26-6. We'd like to thank you guys at home for watching. We'd like to thank our brothers at Western Reserve Radio. We'd like to thank the Straub brothers for being here. Rico McGee from the Rulers Minute also. Very special thanks to Nick Brashear for helping us out today. So we thank you guys for tuning in. This is Romel Thorpe with the 216 Sports Networks, and we will see you guys later.